The member from Coteau North.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Children and Youth Services and Head of the Anti-Racism Directorate, the Honourable Michael Coteau. Speaker, racism and discrimination against any community in Ontario is unwelcome, and that should apply to any candidates who aspire to serve in this legislature. And solutions deserve more than bumper sticker pitches and jet skis. Speaker, I'd like to thank the Minister for attending a function in Etobicoke, an anti-gun violence forum put on by the Somali community of Etobicoke. And Speaker, 1 year ago, our government introduced the Ontario Black Youth Action Plan, investment of $47 million for the next several years. And of course, this focused on the well-being and success of Black children and youth, collaborating with Black community organizations who are already doing commendable work across communities across Ontario. Speaker, my question is this: can you provide, Minister to this House, an update on the Ontario Black Youth Action Plan?
Thank you. Minister of Children and Youth Services, Minister of Community and Social Services, and Minister responsible for anti-racism.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the member from Etobicoke North for his advocacy on this issue. I've been in the legislature for 6.5 years, and I've constantly worked with him on issues, and I want to thank him for being part of the Somali Canadian Youth Forum this weekend. Thank you very much for your advocacy and your work. I'm so proud, Mr. Speaker, of the work that's being done by the Ministry of Children and Youth Services, specifically around the implementation of the Black Youth Action Plan. These are dedicated public servants that took a concept over a year ago and implemented this brand new plan. And in just 1 year, Mr. Speaker, we have over 70 organizations that are receiving money from this government specifically to work with Black youth across the province of Ontario, and 50 of those organizations have never had relationships with the provincial government before. And these programs are focused on mentorship, prevention, higher education, career development, community outreach and collaboration. And in the supplemental, I'll talk about some of the specifics of those programs.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Minister, not only for your answer, your commitment to the serious issue of anti-racism, but also for moving beyond slogans and decorative labels from elevator pitchmen who decide selectively to show up in front of the press. Speaker, this is a sign of care and not cuts. There are 50 programs underway right now, and I appreciate the integrated approach with school boards from K-12, Children's Aid, the Youth Justice and Correctional Services. Speaker, these programs are having a direct and felt and lived experience impact on the ground in Etobicoke, in the GTHA, in Ottawa and Windsor. In particular, for example, in Etobicoke, the information technology programs are particularly well received by the youth. Speaker, these investments take a targeted, community-based approach to increase access to culturally focused supports and opportunities for children, youth and families to address a number of different disparities. Minister, can you share with this House how these programs will support Black children and youth to provide opportunity to grow, learn and succeed in the province of Ontario?
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So far, we've launched Together We Can Youth Mentorship Initiative. This funds 25 programs right across this province, and they're developed by local organizations to meet local needs. We've also funded 5 new industry job training, internship and placement initiatives. The goal is to help youth kickstart their careers while increasing Black representation in some of our province's best paid and fastest growing sectors, like software development, computer animation, and digital media. And of course, we know that parents, caregivers and families play a vital role in supporting children and youth. That's why we are funding 10 innovative projects that support Black parents, including an app that helps new mothers track their routines and connects them with pre- and postnatal support. And another project will help young fathers, and it will find places and coordinate places for them to meet that they're comfortable in, to provide mentorship and provide them with the skills necessary to better raise their children.